So if you know how to manage yourself, you still get something out and be able to keep for yourself.
We've not had it at home in this house
for
4 days. And
why are you casting us? Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and guess who we have here today?
I'm here.
Somebody is doing a sit-down video with me today. It took a lot of how to drag him out that this video he must do with me, but because
now I'm here, right?
Please let us hear what
I'm here.
Because I don't want this video, I want it to like have 2 of us views, so that it will be more interesting, okay? So welcome guys. If you are new here, I am Bames and this is Mr. Badge. We rarely see his face, but
yeah, this is my face.
There he is today. And we are so grateful to all of you out there.
Thank you for your
all your support.
We have close to 2,000. Can we hit 2,000 this November?
We hope so.
So.
November is in how many days to finish? But I know that by the end of this year, we'll definitely have surpassed that 2,000. But shout out to you guys. And, we have so much content coming you guys' way. And on this channel, we just talk about our lives in the UK. And we just try to share tips, not tips, just our own reality.
Lives generally, not
reality without
not
trying to,
UK.
Our life generally, basically. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about, coming to the UK, especially if you are coming from Nigeria like we did, right? There are a lot of expectations you must have had. Some of them consciously, some of them unconsciously. You must have thought, oh, I've seen this in the movie, or this is how this is going to pan out, and then you come and you're like, not exactly.
And social media paints different kind of pictures, right?
My God.
Yeah.
So that's why we've decided that okay, we are going to pick different topics and talk about our expectations and then reality basically. And then I must say, like, to be honest, I did not have a lot of expectation. I'm not going to lie. The one that I have, it was kind of met. And when we say expectation and reality, it doesn't have to be negative. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So for you, did you have expectations?
It doesn't have to be ourselves.
Yeah.
Really.
Did you have expectations?
Yeah. Well, probably because I've read so many things about the UK and all that. So most of the things met my expectation, apart from
some things
strikes.
Right.
That's like the major thing. Coming from our home country now, there's ASU strike, doctors go on strike, and
strike for everything.
Yeah, and there's so much outcry on social media for things like that, and you rarely see things like that here. But coming down here, I noticed,
bro, there's real strike.
It is literally the same thing.
Universities are going on strike.
I don't think there's a month that has gone by without transportation strike, like
and it's shocking.
Train strike and all that.
I think it's only bus that have not gone on strike, and this is to be very fair.
Yeah, it's
only bus, but there's train strike. Universities are going on strike. Even nurses are going on strike.
So
I mean, did
post office, Royal Mail going on strike.
Did also follow us here? Like that's very, very shocking. So that's like basically we're just going to be talking about different things, right? And for me, I did not have expectation because I visited this country a lot as a child, so I kind of like understand things a bit. But there are some things.
I've not been here before.
Story.
Yeah, but there are some. God, when see now.
How is that my fault? But then there's some things. So I'll pick one topic. I'll talk about my own expectation, what I've heard people say, especially when they come here, and what it is, and it's going to do the same thing. Okay. So I think this one actually really relates to me because I have a lot of family here, and then I used to see them. These people are balling. Like they are so rich, that was my expectation of people living abroad. Like they are so rich because especially when they come back home, IJGB, if you know, they are balling, and that's because exchange rate and all of that. But coming to this country, I realized that, coming to this country and working in this country, I realized that there are a lot of finances out there. People finance their cars, people finance their house, people finance to the smallest thing. Buy now, pay later is so big in this country, and because of that, you can get anything. As far as you have good credit score,
you can pay in 6 installments. You can literally pay your way out of anything.
You can buy the most expensive TV, the most expensive whatever. You can drive a Range Rover. As far as you can afford the monthly payments, compared to where we're coming from, that you have to buy it at once. So that kind of like Kelly, I'm like, okay, people are not like people are not like rich as I thought. You know, people are basically living on finance and that kind of thing, which is good, to be honest.
I think the only thing they focus on here is the credit score.
As far as you have good
just
credit
make
score,
your credit score good in that good excellent region, and you are good to go.
Exactly. So that was like one of my expectations, expecting that people are so rich, and then coming here realizing that a lot of people finance things here. So that's the reality of things. So if you're out there and thinking that people that live in their abroad, they are very rich, wake up. You understand? Wake up now. So the second thing for me is that my expectation is that, you know, the way we are coming from Africa, and then, you know, we aspire to perspire a lot. Like, oh, I want to be this, I want to be the general manager, I want to be clinical, I want to be this one, that one. I'm telling you, the reality is that these people are so content. I have never seen people as content as British people. I don't know if it's the same for the other part of the West, but British people are so content. As far as they can pay their bills and go on holiday, they don't have problem. They do not have problem. What do you think?
Yeah, to be honest, I think they just want to enjoy themselves. So it's like they work all through the year so that they can enjoy the summer.
True.
So they just want to work, have savings, and by that summer they blow everything
as
off.
a ball.
It's like a circle, right? So they don't really want to become the richest man in their locality or in the country.
To be honest, and
they just want to enjoy their life.
This doesn't mean they are not rich, like rich
of
British
course.
people out there, but majority of them, when I talk to people are like, I'm not ready to be a team leader, or it's too much responsibility. I'm like, this is what if you are not there, like, you know, we like title, we like ranks and all of that. It's very different from there.
You see people in the same job role for
20 years,
20 years,
and I'm like,
and they're just good with it.
Are you comfortable with that? I mean, the first job that I did in this UK, the person that I met was like, she's been doing the role for like 23 years. I'm like, hello, excuse you, how? You know, same role. I don't know if the salary, of course, maybe the salary would have increased, but yeah, that's the kind of thing that I've also noticed. So my expectation is that they'll be aspire to Maguire like us, but nah, that's
not. To be honest, if you see people picking 3-4 jobs, 2 jobs, you rarely see the British people there, because they don't really stress
soft life. That's the kind of life that they have. Okay, so now my next expectation is that, you know, in our country as well, education is really big, in the sense that I remember when I was finishing school, my mom was like, you must do your masters, you must check in, you know, you have to pay. Nobody talked about PhD.
If you don't go to school in Nigeria, it feels like you won't make it.
To be honest, it's not even it feels like, let's not lie, it's going to be hard, because even people that have gone to school, it's still hard for you to get a decent job. So that's like a big thing. So I expected that it's going to be like the same here, especially with the fact that a lot of people are coming here to study, and you think that their own British people too, they are in that kind of realm. My dear, it's not true. The reality is that a lot of people that I work with, and in this country, skills greater than if you know that, you know, Twitter, it's greater than education, anytime, any day. And in this place, as far as you have the skills, you know, you don't necessarily have to go to school. A lot of my colleagues, they are like, they went to college, A levels. That's the most of the things that they did, and they are team leaders, you know, they are managers and all of those things. And that's a big reality check, because coming from where, like I said, we love title, you know, oh, I have MSc, I'm a doctor, I'm this one, that one, you know, it's not the same here. Yes, there are people that are in academia, but the majority of them is so not the same. And I think that's a big reality check for me. I don't know if you feel the same way.
Yeah, well, I think because there's a working system,
true,
they tend to look at what, like, they tend to follow the passion rather than title.
True.
Like, okay, when they see certain traits in a little child, like, okay, this child's like painting, like, okay, he or she's not doing well with calculations and all that, but when it comes to art, painting and all that, this person is good. So they just tend to nurture that trait in that person,
and they grow it.
They won't even force the kid to
go to school
to do it. So just go to maybe one art, whatever, in the evenings, and they are good with that.
To be honest,
so there's a working system.
Yeah.
You don't have to force everyone to be a lawyer and engineer or something.
True. Now the other thing that I want to talk about is the fact that, you know, the way, like, in our country, people are carpenter. You be like, who you be now? Who you be? Like, this person is a shoemaker, you know. You think that it's the same here. Do you understand? And when we now get here, the reality check is that these people are making bastard money. You not be taking your head down. Excuse me, why am I not a carpenter? Like, why am I not a carpenter? Handyman in this country. The other day we locked ourselves out. How much to be? We locked ourselves out, and
so let's give the backstory, right? So I think we wanted to dispose something in the bin house, and she was carrying something heavy, and I was carrying something as well. So she left first, and the door just jammed, and the key was inside. And what can we do? Our phones, okay. I had my phone in my pocket, inside, so that was the saving grace. Yeah. We just had to Google and check the nearest handyman to come break the door, or like a locksmith. Yeah. Find a solution to the door. And in 30 minutes, locksmiths came around. They couldn't do anything. They couldn't open it. They had to drill the lock. And
how much did you pay?
Within 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And the charge was £110.
Oh my God.
I won't cry.
That's like the biggest £110.
And we had Fireboy concert to attend that day.
Oh my God.
We just had to find a solution as fast as possible.
And just go.
And after we got into the apartment, it now felt like, okay, we must go to this concert, because if we don't go out there,
we'll waste our money and we'll be moody.
We'll just be moody in the house all day, because 110 will be small money.
Bro,
will be small money.
That's 5 minutes. So you think that coming from Nigeria or wherever you're watching this video from, you think that, oh, people are not respected. People are actually respected for whatever role they are doing.
Labor,
people are so much respected, and that's one thing that I really like about this country. Like, in reality, people are so respected, okay? Now, this one I want to talk about. A lot of people are out there and they'll say, come to the UK, you will make money. Don't worry, you will work and you will make money. I will not say they are lying, no.
To be honest,
you will make money
if you can work.
But if you make money, you will spend this money. People forget to talk about the reality part of this is that, okay, you have expectation that you make money, which is true. Now, the reality part of this is that you will spend this money. There are bills in this country. Like, it's not even a joke. It is not a joke. And I feel like people are just not being honest enough. They will tell you that, you make money, but you will forget that you have to pay your rent, which is monthly. You have to pay electricity bill, gas bill.
I think, on social media, you see people do conversions.
Like,
True. Okay, I had my, in one shift, I made £120.
They quickly times it by 900.
People in Nigeria go look, say, £120. That's over 100k.
That's it.
One thing. But you won't know the bills that comes with it.
Bro, you have to pay for everything. To breathe in this country, you have to pay. I'm joking. Yeah. But literally, you have to pay. So the money that you make, you still pay.
Literally going back here. And you have to make conscious efforts to save.
Yes. This doesn't mean that you will not be able to save money. Yeah. But if you're having expectation that, I'll make £2,000 in a month and I'll save £1,000, my dear. If you are a singular person, maybe. Fair. But if you have family and you have children, please, dead that thought. Expectation is a killer of joy, because when you now expect and it's not now happening, you will now think, you will now be getting depressed. And this country's weather is already depressing. So please, do not do yourself a disservice. Just understand the fact that you will make money, but there's also
the money
bills.
Goes back into the system.
There's also bills that you pay.
When you consider house rents, electricity, gas,
food, everything, and all of that.
Water. In fact, the TV you are watching, you pay for TV license.
You understand?
Everything comes with bills.
So if you know how to manage yourself, you still get something out and be able to keep for yourself.
We've not had heater on in this house
for 4 days.
And
why are you casting us? Why are you casting us? It's a way to say, if you know that in the UK now the prices have gone up. So if you like yourself, Shebi, you see me and wear head warmer. It's also wearing hot warmer. You see what I'm wearing. You keep yourself warm, but that's just the ways that we do it, and you don't get to spend too much on bills and all of that. If you know how to manage yourself, do you understand? Now, another thing, I think this is like the last thing for me, is the fact that transportation, right? So like I said, I do not have expectation in regards to this because I kind of know how it works. But I'm not gonna lie, I only know for like London, because that's the only place, like maybe I've gone to Hertfordshire, but I've not gone outside London, and that's why I'm so excited about this coming trip. Whatever, let me not give too much. But yeah, like in London, the transportation is so good. So if you are expecting that if you live in London, the transportation is good, yes, that's correct. You can literally go anywhere in this London. You will travel 2 hours, you will get there because there's good train and there's good bus system. But, I'm going to say but, it's not this exact same for outside of London. There are some cities that you have to wait 1 hour. Buses come every 1 hour.
Right.
So if you miss one bus, you know that. And I'm telling you, you'll be Usain Bolt in this country because you need to learn how to run.
No, you can walk.
But sometimes you will see your bus waiting and you need to run and catch this bus. I'm just trying to say it so that you people will know that, yes, it's not the same. We all see like London or whatever in like the movies and we see like underground. It's not the same. There's no underground outside there. You know, most cities, I think they have like tram. London is the only one that has underground and all of that. I think so. I'm not exactly sure. But I think it's tram that they have out there. They are overground. Yeah. So, to be honest, if you are coming to London and you're worried about transport or you're worried about, I used to drive in my home country, I won't be able. You won't need car here.
I don't think I ever felt like I really need to drive.
Exactly. You won't need car here.
Maybe outside London, but here, even the restrictions, 20 miles per hour.
It's ridiculous.
So many traffic signs and all that.
But if you're going to be outside London and you have family and all of that, it's something that you might consider because the bus and the train system is not exactly the same like the UK. Okay? So I just thought that people just I think social media and, a lot of things have gone into this thing. And people just build these expectations unconsciously. And when they come in there, not tell me this one, no, this is not what I was expecting. So I just thought that there are a lot of things actually. I think one more thing that we need to shed away is time. African time. Please, if you're an African, you know that if they tell you that an event is 2 o'clock, you get there for 6. Stop it.
It will happen.
It will not work here. Time is money. If an Oyinbo tell you, not Oyinbo, British people that have lived here, if they tell you that they will be there for 2, excuse me, they will be there for 2. That's another big reality check. I remember I was going to hang out with a friend. She's a Nigerian, but she was born here. And she told me this babe got there like 3 o'clock. And she was texting me that I'm already there. Excuse you, I was still in my house. And it's going to take me like another 30 minutes to get there. I was so embarrassed. Like, I had to be begging her, I'm so sorry, I'm going to get there. She was now waiting for me at the platform. That's how bad it is. So, if you're out there and you're coming to the UK, please, African time, leave it at home. Don't let it come with you.
Time is money. They pay for your time.
Time is money.
If you go for trainings, you go for whatever.
Time is money in this country. So we just thought that we should come and share with you guys. Like, there are so many people out there that unconsciously, I'm not trying to blame anybody, but if you don't have expectations, you will not be sad. Me, for one, I did not have expectation. The only expectation that I had was that by God's grace, I'm going to get a job quickly. And I think that's one thing we did not touch on. And I was lucky, I got a job. But also know that even if you get a job, you will not be able to start immediately. Because they take checks in this country very serious. For my first job, I got the job.
Start time might be as long as 3 months.
I got a job 2 weeks when I came into this country. But I will not be starting 3 weeks after, which is 5 weeks, right? This new job that I'm working now, I got the job in July. I will not be starting until September. So you see the time frame. So all these things is what you should plan for. So when they tell you that, you will get a job and you start immediately, my dear, maybe it's just warehouse job because those ones I know that you start.
They don't do.
You start immediately. But if you are wanting to get a 9 to 5, there are checks and it might take time. So consider that as well. So that when it happens, you will not be feeling bad. Okay. So I just wanted to share my own experience, and if you have your own experience that you want people to know too, you can comment down below.
Drop it. Let's see.
And we cannot wait to hit that 2,000 for subscribers. You guys are the best, and we'll continue to grow, and we appreciate you guys.
2,000 subscribers, we do giveaway.
What giveaway are you doing? You want to share fast?
We don't have money to share,
but I think that I want us to do like a sit-down video of get to know us. I don't think we have a video like that. So if we hit 2,000 subscribers, we'll do a get to know us video. So we'll talk more about ourselves, like a lot of things, Sha. So yes, that's it, guys, for today's video, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video.
You tell me thank you for honoring.
If I give you woozy. But yes, that's it. is
it's good to be here, actually.
And we want to see you more. Stop being behind the camera because it's always the one behind. We want to be seeing your face.
I'm the one doing the back end jobs.
We don't care. We want to be seeing your face. So shout out to you guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.
Bye.